Hi, Velkommen, my name is the Nordic Dane, and today we're going to talk about Far Cry 6 on PlayStation 5. The reason for me wanting to play this game is simply because I used to play Far Cry 5 and also Far Cry Primal. Both of them I really loved. And also a tiny bit of me was like, hey, the main guy on the cover, he's technically born in Denmark, so like, gotta support that. And also just a big hype about it. The game is both developed and published by Ubisoft, and it's an open world first person shooter game with the ability of both doing single player mode but also co-op mode. And I only play this game in co-op with my best friend. Basically when you play co-op you both play as Danny, who's either a woman or a man, though both me and my friend agreed that it looked like it was more tailored towards it being a woman if you wanted to play the original way that they intended. You're then part of this rebellion who flees off the island that you're in the beginning, and then you basically get more and more involved in this rebellion. Basically the story is that there's this one dictator, this bad guy, that basically you have to free Yara off him. You basically do that in different areas in order to get rid of his presence in those areas, until you can finally take the battle to him in his main capital. What I really loved about this game and the story about this game is the fact that you also get to see it from the evil person's perspective. You get to see why he's doing the things that he's doing, as well as his personal history about him and his son. And I kind of like the way that the game is ending, even though it's a bit morbid. I like it. There are actually no ray tracing on this game, but honestly I don't feel like it deserves it. Like, I don't really see where it would be necessary to have this ray tracing. But it does, however, have 60 frames per second, which is really nice, and that is definitely visible in the game. There was only a few glitches here and there with some unfinished quests, and some quests that I just couldn't accept, but that is to be expected in an open world game. When it comes to the sound, I actually didn't notice anything except for a radio station. In the cars and the mopeds and other vehicles, you can listen to the radio, and I really like that. There is some good songs in there, there's some classics that I recognized, and then there's some unknown as well. So you get a kind of good mix of everything. The game was super easy to learn, and honestly it wasn't complicated at all. I kind of missed the challenge in this game. The only big difference was that once you completed the final mission, and in the final mission itself, the difficulty level changed. But otherwise it was kind of the same throughout. So once you learned how to play the game, it was so easy and there wasn't really any challenge. I wish there would have been some way for you to alter the difficulty level, but with this it was just too easy. Overall, this video game wasn't really that good. It was a huge letdown for me, and I had expected better, especially when it comes to Primal and Far Cry 5, and therefore I'm actually only gonna give it 3 out of 6 Viking helmets, which I actually believe is the worst rating that I've ever given a video game on this channel. I do have to say, however, it is a little bit more funny if you play it with a friend in the co-op mode, and if I had to give out a rating for that, I probably would have opted to 4, but that's just because of my friend made it more enjoyable. Overall, yeah, it was just a huge letdown for me, and I had expected better. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please go and hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up. It would mean a lot to me, and also go on Twitch and follow me. My handle is the Nordic Dane, and here I stream a bunch of variety of games. And as always, vi ses!